Welcome to some NBA today. We got the Knicks taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
It's gonna take forever, man.
Carmelo Anthony versus Carl Anthony Towns. Let's see who's going on.
It's the 2K Sports Free.
No more, man.
Three-pointer Carmelo Anthony. I can't believe it's almost a week.
So November was weird for a lot of reasons. Some of them we aren't going to talk about. But 10 of them we are. I'm Falcon, and here today on Game Ranks we're talking about the 10 weirdest gaming stories in November. Number 10, the internet found a man who has over 7,000 videos of himself on his channel dancing to various OSTs from video games. Now, if you're not initiated on that, it means original soundtrack, and it's just perhaps one of the goofiest things I've ever seen in my life, but it captivated either. Let's just go ahead and say that. He's getting a good workout, certainly, but he does look fairly ridiculous. Number 9, okay, so you know how Pokemon Go kind of died down in popularity here? Well, that has not happened in Japan. In fact, footage just recently came out of Japan showing a bus driver, a man driving a bus, you know, a bus full of people that goes all around the city, which is also full of people, especially in Japan, where everything is much more ordered and there are much more people in every small area, playing Pokemon Go while driving the bus. Like, you've heard stories about people driving around with a phone, you know, causing accidents because they were playing Pokemon Go, like driving a bus. Driving a bus. That is, without a doubt, the most irresponsible place that you could play Pokemon Go I can think of while driving a bus. I mean, in all honesty, once you get to a certain point in a plane, I'm sure it's less dangerous to play Pokemon Go. Takeoff, sure, difficulty is very involved, etc. But once you hit autopilot, which is what you do for the majority of the flight, I'm sure a little Pokemon Go, I don't know exactly what you would find up there. There's no autopilot in a bus, and there's no area in densely populated Tokyo which you're driving a bus around where you don't kill a bunch of people because you were driving a bus and just playing with your phone. Like, holy shit. Number 8, so this guy Rudism likes to make different things into controllers. He's done it with a lot of edibles, he's done it with a lot of random objects, and now he's done it with a microwave. Yes, that's right, he's wired up a microwave to be a game controller. A lot of people get really jazzed about this and say things like, oh yeah, the PC supports any controller you want. And it's like, cool. The only reason I'm happy about that is so that this guy can continue to make different things into controllers because I love watching. To be clear, I don't want a microwave as a controller. For me, I don't want that. Number 7, filed under weird controversy. The Assassin's Creed Ezio collection includes a super duper weird looking guy who will randomly appear in certain sets of NPCs during certain sets of cutscenes. He looks like an idiot. That's pretty much the only way you can describe it. He's a bug-eyed looking freakazoid thing. Like, he does not fit in with any of the other NPCs at all. He looks bad. And there has been a massive argument over this man. Fans of the series have tried to defend it, saying this was in the original game, it was possible to happen then. You can call it a bug, you can call it a flaw in the system, you can call it whatever. If it randomly plays that face on a character that can show up, I say the thing that needs to be done on Ubisoft's part before the game comes out is put in enough time to see that face, because multiple websites now have gotten this guy, showing that it's not important enough to never happen. It seems like you should have noticed it and been like, you know what, that looks fucking dumb. Number 6, an 11-year-old was caught driving on the Imperial Highway at a speed of 120 kilometers per hour, was pulled over by police, returned home safely, and didn't hurt anyone. That's always good to know. But he did this because he played Grand Theft Auto 5 and wanted to drive. Now, the implication news outlets have been using with this story is that because of Grand Theft Auto, he did this. And while it's certainly probably ubiquitous of it. The problem is, that's not the only place you can see people driving stuff. That's not the only place you can know what driving is or want to experience it because you saw. I just find that kind of really ridiculous that that's the angle that you would take on this one. Oh yeah, he's playing video games, so that's why I did it. No, there's literally no blame to place on the parents for leaving their keys around and never telling their child that they're not supposed to take their keys and go turn on the car and drive away by age 11, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure the mommy and daddy are the ones that drive conversation. Probably should have happened by that point. It's just stupid. I hate any effort to blame shit like this on video games. Number 5. Apparently, during the development of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, somebody said, you know what would be a good idea? If we made it so that people who bought the game in any other way besides the Windows 10 store were separated in the multiplayer from people who bought it on the Windows 10 store. Less people are buying it on that platform. In fact, a lot less people.